President Trump says he's willing to negotiate deals on his tariffs.
Mr. President, what if there is not a trade deal with the EU by the time of the end of your 90-day pause on reciprocal?
Oh, there'll be a trade deal, 100%. Oh, well, you think there won't be? Of course, there'll be a trade deal. Very much. They want to make one very much, and we're going to make a trade deal. I fully expect it, but it'll be a fair deal.
But experts warn that China could be ready to interfere in that deal to offset their 145% tariff. Fox News contributor and author of The 100-Year Marathon, Michael Pillsbury, joins us now. Michael, always great to have you on. So, first of all, what a difference a president makes. I've never seen China on the hot seat like this in a long time. Tell us what you're seeing and what you expect with this, potentially seeing China interfere with this EU trade deal, because it seems like that's the only way they can go.
Well, the Chinese want a much better deal with the Europeans than they have with us. I mean, they're still the main. China's still buying more Mercedes-Benz and BMWs and wants to have that relationship offset or balance their relationship with the United States. So what I think we see going on, Rachel, is the Chinese refusing to really give in yet to Mr. Trump. And President Trump has outlined two different kinds of deals he says are possible, Rachel. One is he simply puts on tariffs, let's say at 100% across all sectors, and that's the trade deal, because China won't negotiate. The other idea he has is that China will negotiate, and many more things will be covered, probably including the old 2020 trade deal that was 90 pages long and had all kinds of conditions. So this, to me, this is still a very open, fluid situation. And President Trump seems to be conveying that he's waiting for a better deal with both the European Union and China at the same time.
It is like a game of chicken, though, right? With between Xi and Trump. I never bet against Trump, but there is concern that as the effects of the tariffs start to take effect and prices surge, do you think that will move Trump? How do you think Xi will take advantage of that? And I guess, do Americans really need all those cheap goods from China?
You know, part of the problem with Chinese trade talks is enforcement. Even if they sign a good deal, I think President Trump is very alert to the idea of Chinese cheating on an agreement. And since it's Easter, I think I should tell you the same problem is facing the Vatican. They've had this deal since 2018 that the Pope will have a role, the major role, in picking bishops in China. It's about 10 or 15 bishops at stake. And the CCP, as of course, is all atheist. They are not abiding by the agreement the Pope reached with them. So now what to do? At stake is whether or not the bishops in China actually can conduct sacraments and other things as part of being a bishop. So the Vatican is learning a tough lesson now that they got a 4-year continuation of their deal, but there is Chinese cheating on the selection of bishops and whether they're qualified or not.
Well, listen, I mean, Michael, there has been an underground Chinese church for a long time, as you know. Those are the true Catholics in China. And the Vatican, frankly, I mean, I say this as a Catholic, as a faithful Catholic, it's been embarrassing the way they've been in bed with the Chinese government, with the communists, and believing, you could say it's naive that they believe that, the Chinese were acting fairly, but I don't believe that at all. And they haven't come to the defense of the bishop, the underground bishop there, or the underground Catholics who have been, frankly, persecuted.
That's exactly right. And obviously trade and the tariffs is one issue totally separate from the selection of bishops and whether the Vatican's agreements are being honored. But it's another example to us of when you negotiate with China, it's not just the negotiations and the deal, it's making them honor it. And that's why one of the challenges President Trump faces now, and I know he's up to it, is whatever happened to the 90-page deal back in January 15, 2020, that should really be enforced. It shouldn't just be forgotten and let them get away with it. I'm afraid the Vatican is doing what you say. It's being way too soft on China, and the so-called underground Christians are really being betrayed by this agreement, I think. I agree with you.
100%. No question, though, that China's on their back heels now that Donald Trump is in power, especially here in no place less than in the Western Hemisphere. They are they're meeting their match for sure.
That's right.
They sure are. All right, Michael Pillsbury. You seem a lot chipper since Donald Trump came in office. A lot more optimistic.
You too, Rachel.
Me too. Anyone who's worried about China feels better today. Thank you so much, Michael Pillsbury. Oh, and happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you, Rachel. Thank you.
Got it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.